So I don't lie. Sounds very tinny though, doesn't it? Hello, hello. That's better. It was up too high, I think. It's 6:55. We are live. And
Growing up, getting the New York City stations, I lived just outside of Manhattan. I
Uh-huh.
don't know if Philadelphia did this in the 80s, early 80s, but in New York, it was like this little station identifier on TV would pop up. It's 707. Do you know where your children are? Did they have that in Philly?
I seem to recall that like around dinnerish time, so
Yeah.
you knew like hey, it's
When kids were allowed to be out and about without their
know,
parents.
right? Why do I feel like we sound? Say something to me.
Something to you.
We're live at 6:55. Post.
Boom.
Boom. It's on. So I want to open up with even though Sam's not here to bust my balls about being one of the ladies, I'm very annoyed at all of at the group of wives, mine included. I'm very see. That's what I'm saying. You don't even know what it's about. Like when I
don't.
said to you before about how Masha was like, oh, the boys of the show.
Uh huh.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do your wife as a McCall for some reason.
It's not like we're recording this for posterity, so she won't hear it.
But yeah, you don't know about any of this.
No.
You don't know about the
All right.
We're gonna have. I'm gonna rant.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. 7:55. We're live. So yeah, I don't know why the two schmoes haven't gotten into the spaces thing.
Yeah.
Because it really, it has all the. I like it because I can just put something on there, and then you can, like, if you pull it up when you're here, and I'm like, what I can kind of do like a what's in the news thing with you. Like,
right.
What stories did we look at? Even I'll have it up too most of the time. But even if I'm doing
we will all have at least looked at the same thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Even if and no matter what, so I'll the reason I want the other guys to post. I'm not worried about Nick's not gonna post anything. He comes here for an hour to
whatever.
To be racist
He's
goofy.
Exactly, and it works.
But I can then go, if I know it's because I know who it's from then. So I know the article's from
you.
Right now, they're all from you.
We've all
right.
seen it.
Right.
We can actually have a conversation about it beforehand. It's perfect for this scenario.
It actually is. What was the other one we tried to do that didn't? I didn't think it was as good. We tried to do something else before. I was trying to do like that Google.
Well, I don't think you tried it. I sent it to you.
Yeah,
the shared document. Did you try it?
It just wasn't for some reason like this one. Because it's through Google.
Mm-hmm.
This one's part of. I guess that was
too. Yeah.
I don't know for somehow like they did such a Let me show you my Chrome is like I keep Chrome up on here and then the Safari for Apple here, but so everything's here. Obviously, you know what. But for some reason, this Spaces just seems to. I don't know. It just seems to work easier, although it's not here.
No, but
I gotta do. Oh, I think I did it. What do I gotta go into? Spaces.
Spaces.google.com.
I thought I put it on there. I'll save it as one of my favorites, so it's up there. Ooh, 1 minute.
TikTok.
I wish I could do two things at the same time. Like, really. See, that's what I'm saying. Look, it comes up perfect.
Yeah.
Because I made two other folders for some of the other shows that I want to put on.
Right. And I got some other folders for other things that I'm not sharing with anyone else yet, but it's perfect. It's perfect for this.
It is, because now I just have all the articles that we did.
Yep.
And this way, we can everybody's looking at from the same article, from the same site. Everybody's on the same thing. I like it a lot. Well, look, we're going to be back to doing every week. Even if anybody can't come, I'm doing every week live 7:00.
You can invite him next week because I'm out of town.
You're out of town next week?
Yep.
Okay. All right. 7:00. Let's turn it down. Seems weird that we're going to turn it down, but let's turn it down so we can start the show. Shalom, everybody. Shalom, shalom. It's Tuesday. It is 7 o'clock, and we are live on the Danny the Jew Show. Danny the Jew Show, as always, brought to you by our good friends at Dr. Goldman and Associates, optometrists with 2 extremely convenient locations in South Florida, Broward County. Call them at 954-742-4424. Palm Beach County, call them at 561-792-3387. I forgot the number. Or online at Dr. Goldman OD at Dr. Goldman and Associates. We look forward to helping you see clearly and having a good day, which some of us are. A couple of us are. Harry from the IRS is here.
Hello.
It's not
jerks.
actually from the IRS. Oh, I stepped on your jerks.
Damn it.
That's a tribute. It's nice that we all have tributes. My Shalom Arabate
Is
is
where?
from my friend Shannon Burke,
Oh.
my mentor in El Radio Business. He always said, "Hey, everybody."
Ah,
So I put the Jew twist on it. Shalom, everybody.
as you do.
And yours, of course, is a tribute to our good friend Jason Manzukis.
Friend of the show.
That would be fun if he was, right? Like at some point. That's why I'm doing this whole stand-up thing. And stand-up thing is to maybe get funny enough that a couple really funny people will come and do the show.
Yeah, and we'd be giggling little girls going, "Oh,
my God.
they're here."
Yeah, I will. But that'll never change for me. I've had an opportunity in past lives because I was a DJ in West Palm back in the mid and late 90s. So I got a chance to meet really cool people. I'm not a big autograph guy.
Nah, I'm not.
I'm not a big autograph guy. I'd much rather have something like if I did get like something autographed, I'd much rather have it autographed like to me, not to me, autographed to me or to my son. Although apparently that makes it worth nothing.
Yeah, you can't sell
Unless
it now.
unless
another
you
dead
sell it
Danny
to
the
another
Jew
guy
out there.
named Dan, right?
Another Jewish guy named.
Well, that's now I would have to. But I'm not really into that. I would have liked the technology. Now I wouldn't have wanted technology to exist like it exists now back in those days because I was having a little bit too much fun. But I would have liked the technology in terms of camera access because I was never one to carry like a camera with me or like.
Right.
I know people who did that. Excuse me. I just never did. So like that would be, I like the picture with somebody, like kind of proves you're there, and
Sure.
I like that part of it. But I'm not a big autograph guy, and I actually did have a couple things. Like I have my Bon Jovi and my Philadelphia Soul Championship football up there.
Okay.
Signed
Never noticed that
signed by
before.
Bon Jovi and Ron Jaworski. Boy, is that a fucking combination, right? A football team named the Soul with a football sign. I bought that in an auction because I'm from Philadelphia. I love Bon Jovi, and But I used to have when I opened up a restaurant in State College, I had a Joe Paterno signed a football to me.
Oh, no
It was
kidding.
to Dan, Joe Paterno, but I decided when that whole thing kind of went down that I maybe it would be weird having a child and supporting, showing off my Joe Paterno signed football, so I got rid of that.
You got rid of it. Okay.
Yeah, I did. Actually, but like got rid of it, like in the garbage, like yeah.
Wow. Destroyed it.
Well, I was I mean, look, turns out he probably knew a little bit more than
That's what the.
Yeah.
That's what they say now.
So it's only 2 of us here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into some stories. We'll talk about the week. We'll talk about my third set of stand-up, which went much longer, but probably wasn't as good, which means I have a theory on it, and we'll
All
talk
right.
about that. Harry was nice enough to come out. Harry videotaped it for me. I have
Yes.
not watched it yet. But our 2 other sidekicks, Sammy the Bagel, who has missed, dare I say, 2 or 3 shows in the history of doing this show. Sammy texted me. This morning I had a full studio.
4 for 4.
4 for 4. There's a couple guys I have kind of sideline guys that are like, I'd like to get them in here. But this morning I was 4 for 4 with the regular boys. As I have not yet introduced the other 2, you can probably imagine they're not here. So
Because they have not interrupted us.
Nick, So I got a text. I was in my office today, in my real job, which is still probably better than most people's jobs.
Sounds pretty good, yes.
So I was at my real job, and I got a text from my sister-in-law saying that Nick went to the hospital because he was having some irregular heartbeat, which is a little bit freaky. As you know, Sam was in the hospital recently with some heart issues, and now Nick. But I just went and saw him. He doesn't know that because he was busy talking to a 19-year-old girl.
Which is good news. It means he's himself.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. He completely ignored me. He said hello and goodbye, and I'm not sure he knows how long I was even there for. But I did run by, saw my sister-in-law, so he's good. He's going to spend the night. Got him in the CCU or ICU. Or
Really? Wow.
Well, anytime
just because they're keeping an eye on things. Yeah.
They got to get the heartbeat to
the monitor
stabilize.
And all that. Wow.
Which, I don't know, if you're asking me to stabilize a racing heartbeat, keep 19-year-old away.
That would have been good.
But no, creepy Nick the creepy Jew is. I'm thinking about changing his name. It's neat because I can do that. So Nick is in the hospital, but he is okay. And then shortly after that, I got a note from Sam. Thankfully, Sam is not in the hospital, but the bagel's just not feeling very well. So, and for him to not come to the show means he's probably not feeling well. So, get well, boys. We'll see you next week, maybe. But I'm here with Harry. We are live. It is Tuesday. It's fucking June 21st, Harry.
Shut up.
I was saying this at the when we were live at 6:55. I kind of like that. It's super, super like cheesy, and I just find that to be. I'm thinking like next week, one of these weeks that nobody shows up, and I'm just going to do the show by myself. I think live at 6:55. I might just turn the mic on, say we're live at 6:55, and then not speak for 5 minutes.
You know how to keep.
I know how to keep it on. Keep an audience. Where are you traveling for work or pleasure?
Work.
But when's your big? Aren't you going to Europe?
Yes, we are going. That's July 8th. We go.
How long?
10, 11 days.
Are we allowed to say where you're going?
I suppose. Yeah. You want to follow me to Lithuania?
Lithuania. You are not that I've not known people who like. Oh, we were on a flight from so and so, and it stopped off in Lithuania, but you are the first person I've ever met going to Lithuania on purpose.
Yeah. Actually, no, my wife went there several years ago when you knew her, so I'm the second person you've met.
Right. I don't pay a lot of attention to our wives, except when I'm sexually objectifying all of them.
All of them.
By the way, we need to. So we were at your house. Am I okay? How do I?
Who was that?
That was the doc.
The doc.
Wondering if I'm okay.
You might be just like terribly heart-wrenched over your brother. She could have asked, is your brother okay?
Fine. Just.
She's being very caring.
The air.
Tell her not to cry.
Harold. Is your name Harold?
Yes.
Of course your fucking name is Harold.
It is.
Look at that haircut.
I was told in a job interview once, you should go by Harold. I'm like, no, I don't want to.
My name's not Daniel.
I know.
My real name's not Daniel. And, that was a struggle. Like when you're in middle school and your teacher says Daniel Feynman and you don't pay attention because you hear Daniel and...
You were just being a little shit.
Well, I'm sure it was the beginnings of me being a little shit. But, I would not answer. And if someone... if we're out somewhere and someone's yelling Daniel and they're trying to get my attention, you'll notice I won't turn. I don't hear because the name's not my, but when you're in 5th grade and your teacher says, it can't be Danny. Your name can't be. And I'm like, well.
I still don't believe you.
I'm like, well, what the fuck? Well, I have ID. Now I can prove it. I have, I didn't carry my birth certificate around. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I went from that. Oh, yeah, so we were at your house. We're talking about me objectifying our wives, which I do proudly in front of them and in front of my wife. And your wife must have had a couple drinks because she was basically, she flashed me. I mean, she had a bra on, But she flashed me. What say you about this?
I don't think she did.
Excellent. Good. All right, Ma. She doesn't know. No, actually, all of our everybody in this room's wives are at dinner together. No, our wives are at dinner for friend's child's birthday.
Yes.
And they picked the Boca Ale House. They're at a bar. They took a 9-year-old's birthday party.
It's a kids bar.
The Boca Ale House is a kids bar. No, if you want to go see our wives, they're at the Boca Ale House right now.
Nice, telling everybody.
Oh, I'm supposed to say that we're broadcasting from the DTJ studios at the Fine Gold Inn in
lovely Western Boca Raton.
Thank you. So, all right, so let's talk. Last Thursday, I did my third stand-up comedy set. And so here's how I described my own set, because I'm being super honest. Better than the first time, not as good as the second time. The third time was better than the first, but not as good as the second.
I didn't see the second.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And?
I think it was the first. I thought you did very well, so I think it was pretty close.
I think I got the first was more of a it was your first. But I'll tell you, so
it was quicker.
Yeah, right. So this is crazy. So there weren't a lot of comics at the stand-up, so they kind of let us go a little bit longer. Not that I felt like I had longer to go. So I went a solid 10, right?
Solid 10 minutes the third time.
So
yeah.
I think I probably went 4 minutes, 4.5 the first time, and maybe 5 to 5.5 the second time. So I realized I was totally comfortable being up there for 10 minutes, and this is how I describe it. I know it's something that I love and I'm going to keep doing. I know I'm funny. First off, I'm easily, bar funny. Get me around a group of people, I will make most of them laugh. But it's totally different when you're standing up in front. Thankfully, that black guy showed up so I could do there's a black guy here, different set. Because that's my opening line to try and be a little offensive.
How big was his smile? I didn't catch it.
It was good. He was smiling pretty good. I think he might. I don't know if he was a comic or I left a little bit earlier than I normally do. I never try and stay and listen to the other comics. But yeah, he laughed. He smiled. I opened up my set by saying, I see there's some black guys in the room, so obviously I'm going to change my set. I can't do that if there's no black guys in the room because I don't have a set that's offensive to black people. Most of my set is being offensive to me.
Well, you can just listen to some of the things Trump says and
right. Yeah, exactly. God, we do have two fucking complete buffoons running for president.
Did you see the video I posted today?
It's so fucking ridiculous.
Oh my god.
So I was totally comfortable going 10 minutes. I just don't have 10 funny minutes yet. That's just the reality. But I realized I gotta. So I think. Oh God, I'm so gassy. Oh, I'm drinking a Sprite. I don't ever drink soda really. I'm drinking a Sprite. I'm very gassy.
Lovely. So nice being in a small studio with you.
I know, and I make us wear earphones for some reason, and it just makes that so much louder. God, I keep staring at this chick from that last article I put on Spaces.
Yeah.
She's not attractive, but,
she could be. It's just
she could be
that's
attractive.
A mugshot. So she wasn't at her best.
Right. For a mugshot, she's pretty fucking hot. So I'm getting there. It's a process like anything.
Yeah, and it's a good time.
I
it's a good place to go too.
Yeah, there's a lot of comics there, and I want to get out to some other nights. I actually, depending on how good a mood Doc's in, I may go see if I can get on at this place in East Boca tonight. The problem is there's a lot of better comics that show up, and a lot of times.
What is this, Funky Buddha or?
No, it's shit. What's the place called? It happens to be another Irish pub. Black Rose. You ever hear of that?
Over just south of Palmetto on
out east
on Federal.
Yeah.
Over by the beer garden across the way.
Yeah, you know me. I don't cross 441, so I have no fucking idea. Whatever my GPS tells me.
That's a tiny little place.
Yeah. Smaller than the Hallows. Well, they have a pretty good stand-up night there, and the problem with that place is they've been doing it longer. if you ever listen to comics talk, like you'll have some comics that'll tell you, successful guys and be interviewing, they'll be talking about their early stages. They'll be like, yeah, I was all set to go on. I was a regular at the comedy store in Los Angeles, and Jerry Seinfeld used to come in, and half the time Jerry Seinfeld comes in, guess what? Everybody else is fucked.
Yeah.
Everybody's out because he'll come up and do, and who the fuck wants to go on after Jerry Seinfeld?
Not a smart person.
Although I do think I have learned now already, just in 3 times, that it is better to go after someone who is really funny.
People are already laughing.
Because people are already, they're laughing,
that.
they're in that mood. If you think you're funny, it's good to go on after somebody's funny.
Sure. Well, if you don't think you're funny, you should not be there.
Did you see that chick who went on after me last week? I don't even understand what the fuck that was.
I wish Nick was here because he videotaped some of it.
Did he?
He had his phone, like he was pretending to look at his phone, but I saw his eyes.
Yeah,
and he had a smirk on his face. He was videotaping. She was a fucking lunatic, and I loved it.
I loved every fucking second of it.
She was crazy.
Okay, so let's explain to the 8 people who might listen to this week. This chick got up. She was Brazilian. I did not know she was there to I'd never seen her there before.
No, I didn't know what
I
she was
asked
there
some
for.
other people, like, no one had ever seen her there before.
I think it was her first time.
Her friend that she was with was smoking hot.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna say. I told them we came back. I said the first thing, the comic before me, that chick, I forget her name. She was doing the thong humor, and she's like, she was like, you don't wear thongs, right? And but the friend didn't answer. I immediately, as soon as I realized that she wasn't gonna interact with the friend, I was like, all right, scratch the beginning. I'm going up there and I'm interacting with her hot friend. I was like, look, we know she doesn't like thongs, but what the fuck are you wearing? Because you are cute. But this chick got up there and she loved it.
Yeah. But no, the Brazilian girl, very thick accent.
Super, like you couldn't understand her if she was speaking.
It was almost like, she wasn't drunk, but it was like she was like drunk and there was a bet or something to go up there and do what she did.
Yes, it seemed like a bet kind of thing, but she was sitting there she didn't sign. I mean, she obviously signed up for it. They were sitting there for a while, and but she just you
can't even describe it.
If you are our age, if you're in your mid 40s or older, or even maybe 5 or 6 years younger, if you remember the Love Boat from the 80s, Charo. Remember Charo used to be on? Am I even saying it right? Charo.
That's a fitting description.
Right? So she was a Latin, like, and no one could understand. She would sing and she did. Pretty, but like, you're like, she's kind of pretty, but she's like crazy pretty. She's pretty because she's crazy. This chick was just singing, and then she
changed the words to the song, and the ones you could understand were kind of just out of left field.
Yeah, she was delightfully insane.
Yes.
And I got to tell you something. She blew right past his light. They give you a light when you're up there.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoever's hosting the room gives you a light. They're like, all right, start wrapping it up. She ignored the light. She blew past it. Most of the comics are like, all right, I'm getting the lights. Let me see what else I can, a lot of people go to that room to work stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
But man, she was fucking crazy.
Oh my God.
If you are in the South Florida area, come out Thursday nights. I will be there again this Thursday. It's Holloway's Irish Pub in Boca. If you can't use a computer to find out where that is, well then, sorry.
Even if you use the computer to find out where it is, it's still hard to find. It's back in the corner near Carrabba's.
It's right. And 2/3, maybe even more, 3/4, maybe even 4/5 of the parking lot is being renovated at this place.
Yes.
So there's there's a main entrance and 2 smaller entrances. Well, the main entrance and one of the smaller entrances, which is the easier one to get to, are completely fenced off. It looks like you're driving into an abandoned prison yard.
If someone was trying to meet you here for a Craigslist sale, you wouldn't do it.
No,
you'd
turn
drive
around.
past.
You'd be like, "This is where I'm going to die."
Right, exactly. Screw this.
And I said that my second time, there were some people that came out to see another comics. It was a family, kind of like when you guys were all there the first time. So this girl was going first. I didn't have a chance. She just signed up so late that I couldn't stay to listen to her set. But it was nice because her family was up front and they were in the mood to laugh and everything, and they were good. And I'm like, I started off by saying, "Well, Liz, thanks for coming out tonight. We made it super convenient for you." I said, "My GPS when I pulled up said you have arrived at your creepy broken down homeless destination.
Perfect.
Yeah, if they don't not convenient.
But don't be scared. It's a nice little place.
No, it's
Get
a
in
cool
there.
little pub. Drinks are not bad.
Good people.
I was drinking I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Chester Kwasniewski, a executive with Sam Adams, one of the coolest dudes I've ever known. Had a chance to work for in the past, although he insists I never worked, which would be
Not surprised.
which would gotta be. Listen, we sold a lot of fucking Sam Adams when I was there, and he knows that. But
In spite
they
of
have this new. I couldn't find it at Publix. It's Nitro White Ale, Sam Adams.
I saw the tap for that.
Holy shit, that's what I was drinking that night.
All right.
Really good. So, what was I saying?
You you were just finishing up your comedy.
Oh, so yeah, Thursday nights, Holloway's Irish Pub. Just go anywhere on my Facebook page, you'll see it from
But
Tuesday to Thursday.
moving on, I want to know what this text message group
Okay.
thing. What the fuck's
All right,
going
I
on?
hinted at this afternoon about how So first off, you know I pretty much hate everything, hate doing anything, going anywhere. I love. No, I should say it. I like barbecuing at my house with my friends coming over. Other than that, I don't really like. You live close enough that I don't mind
It's
going
close
to your house
enough, yeah.
because at work in like the apocalypse, I could get drunk at your house and walk home if if it was
Sure.
coming to that. That's about it. You're about as far as I want to go anywhere.
Although your wife is super super safe. She's like, if you looked at a beer, you need to get a cab or
no
something.
shit, right?
I saw you looking at the beer.
Right. Yeah. Which is good. You need
No, that's
when you're an irresponsible moron, you need those kind of people in your lives, which is why people like you, John, and I all got married to smarter women.
Yes.
Okay. So I fucking hate group text messaging. I will say I don't mind it as much. I was trying to put this in a way like, because sometimes I will group text message you and other guys.
Sure.
There's 5 or 6 people associated with the show that I will message occasionally with things. Now this has eliminated a lot of it because I don't have the Spaces thing because I don't have to fucking talk to anybody. I fucking hate group text messages. I realize the only time I don't mind a group text message, and I'm sure you can answer this without me saying it, is when I am the one sending it, and I only need one response back from each person.
There is one other group message that's worthwhile. Anything that the African American
Oh,
intern
well,
is on.
fuck, I mean, he's a fucking lunatic. Yes, if you can get on a group text message with John, the shitty African American intern. I keep changing his name.
Yeah, well, that's good.
He's the
Fair.
worst intern ever.
But
because
his
he's never
text
done anything.
messages are the best.
But he sends really good, really super offensive and good jokes and memes and
he
pictures.
gives really great text.
Yeah, he gives text. He gives good text. It's the only way because he couldn't tell these jokes out loud. I think he sends them so that I can relate them to other people because I say them in English. He speaks English, by the way. Just not just
English-ish.
English-ish. English-ish. So he oh god. Okay, so I fucking hate group text messaging.
Yes.
I really do. Like I said, I will group text message the initial guy. So I'll text message initially, usually on Monday. I will text message Harry, Sam, and Nick, who's in. I pray that we just get one answer back. Yes, no, yes, whatever it is. Yes or no. And then you guys just fucking leave it alone. Every once in a while, someone will say something, no, I can't make it, this. And then inevitably there'll be a conversation going on where I want to rip my fucking eyes out.
You're terrible.
I fucking hate it. I cannot. I really. It's a horrible trait to have if you have young children. Don't teach them this. If you are young enough that you can change this in your life, change it. I don't. I very rarely give a fuck about anybody else's opinions to anything I say. I enjoy a conversation. We have lots of conversations, you and I love having conversations. I just don't want anybody's fucking opinion in text messages, and I certainly don't want to hear anybody else's conversation in text message. Like, you're going to Universal? Cool. Where you staying? And I'm like, I just want to fucking kill him. I go, this is why I don't fucking... I will sit in my car. Sam was going to Disney a couple weeks ago or something with his kid. And then Nick was like, where you staying? And Sam's like, we're staying here. I stayed here last time. And I'm like, I'm literally in my car going, shut the fuck up. I can't. I mean, hatred I was feeling for it.
Wow.
That's how I'm not. I wish that this was not a real emotion. Every once in a while, I'll turn off group text messaging, and then I realize for our little group thing, sometimes I need it, so I leave it on. And I've gotten numerous texts over the years of us being friends, of our group of friends. So let me just explain to you. So Harry's daughter and my son, and John, the African American intern's daughter, and our other friend Lauren Lowro, who you've heard us mention in the past, one of her kids. So I call us the four families, right? So our kids kind of are all good friends because we are all close. We spend a lot of our non family time with each other.
Mm-hmm. Started with kindergarten.
Started way back, yeah,
4
back in
years.
kindergarten, 4 years, and I love it. My greatest friends, we'll be friends forever. I love this group. But every once in a while, like once or twice a month, there'll be a group text message that goes out about some plans, about plans for the group of us all to get together. Because it is, when you try, we do, look, it's a very interesting group, and thank God our wives they're good at communicating with each other, because we really do, we will, amongst these four families, you can tell me if I'm wrong, we will all try and do things when we can all be there.
Right.
And a lot of times it's, three of the four families, or like with Deb and I, because of her odd hours. Sometimes it's one of us. But we will really kind of go out of our way as a group to kind of plan things where we can all kind of be there.
Mm-hmm.
So once in a while I'll get and we get together enough that it's, once or twice a month there'll be like a group text message that'll go out, oh, here, and I can ignore the first, 2 or 3, but I'm thinking and the only people that respond to it are the women. Right, our wives.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay. So this is the fucking story. Don't ruin it before I get to it. This is the fucking problem that I realized the other day. So, and I will usually ignore it because I love these women. Although I'm not afraid to tell them. Everybody, they all know this Danny. And by the way,
is there any other?
There isn't another one, so I don't know what to do. Which is, I'm sure, why the group has stayed 4 families, because, I don't know I can't be another Danny. So, by the way, I was once told that I should be a Daniel, and I was like, I'm not Daniel. I'm like, you should do it anyway because it's more professional. I'm like, yeah, because that's what I'm going for.
I'm going to call you Daniel Jew.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. But, so finally this week, was it end of last week? Going to these group text messages about dinner for the shitty African American intern's daughter's birthday. We want to go out. It's during the week, and listen, much to the credit of our group, everybody kind of bends over backwards as they can to accommodate our schedule, because Deb works later some nights and she works on the weekends, and so we are. Most of the rest of the group, if everybody's in town, works a normal work day and comes home.
There you go.
So it's easier to fit stuff in. But so to the credit, a lot of it has to do with organizing so that we can make sure that Deb can be at a lot of the stuff because she works later. And let's face it, they would much rather hang out with her than me.
Agreed.
So yeah. By the way, that stuff just So there's the text message. Well, we can go here. What about Wednesday? What about Friday? What about Tuesday? What about Thursday? So finally, after about 10 messages back and forth with all these lovely women who I absolutely adore, I'd love to see all of them topless. I would love to see all of them make out with each other. In the scenario, their husbands are all dead. But I don't want to hear them. I got married, so I don't have to fucking make plans. I don't want to remember birthdays. I don't have to fucking make plans. My wife, God bless this beautiful angel. Oh, that's weird when I say that. It feels weird to even say God bless because I don't believe God, but God bless. This is how much I adore my wife.
Oh, shit.
She'll tell me when it's my brother's birthday, who I've grown up with my whole life. And I know, but she will remind me, which will go, oh, yeah, that means I have to call or text message somebody. I don't fucking want to plan anything. Ever. I never, ever. I will execute a play date like a motherfucker. Kids come to my house for a play date. They're having a good fucking time. We got toys. We got pool. We got...
But
I will execute, but I don't fucking want to plan anything.
did you spend enough time looking at this text message to see if any men were on it?
I didn't look at the names because none of you fuckers ever replied anything, and I'm like, oh, good. So this must annoy the shit out of them too. So I finally texted and I said, I love all you women. However, I think I can speak for all the men in this group and tell you that we don't give a fuck what day you do it or where you're doing it or what time. Just tell us where the fucking be and we'll be there. I was very and they wrote back again 15 fucking comments and I wrote smiley face. I wasn't kidding. Please start a new text. I actually asked them, please start a new text. My wife later tells me it turns out that none of you fuckfaces are even on any of these group text messages. Only me.
There are no men on those messages.
Only me.
No, I said there are no men.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. So
I find this immensely
So
entertaining.
I jump back onto that text message and I go, the fact that your husbands are not on there disgusts me. Not that they're not on there, that you felt the need to fucking include me. I don't. Let me say it loud and clear. If we're ever friends, I don't want to plan when we see each other. Ever. I will occasionally invite you to have a beer somewhere that I am going to. And it's not out of pity. I invite you out of sheer enjoyment of being with you. I don't want to fucking plan. And those are few and far between where I go, hey, I'm doing this. Come join me to do this. Normally, I'm doing whatever the fuck I'm told to do. You can make fun of me. You can say I'm kept. You can say I am fine with all of it. I don't fucking want to plan anything. So, yeah. Apparently, I am just one of the girls.
Perfect.
With that, let's...
Next time I speak to all of them, I'm going to suggest that
let's
you continue
run
this.
a quick little commercial while I beat Harry like a seal in the last. Shalom, everybody. We're back. We're live on YouTube on the Danny the Jew channel. Oh, oh, that was abrupt, huh? Oh, you're not there yet, are you? Hey, you're back. Harry's
I'm back.
That was abrupt. I gotta work on my slide technique.
That's what she said.
I don't even know why that's funny. I don't even get how that fits in anything, but it's still funny.
That makes it even funnier.
I know, exactly. So, I really fucking enjoy old school, like, rap music like that. Like
Sure.
NWA and Run DMC and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy that, and I really don't like most new rap.
I don't know most new rap.
Yeah, like I don't get Kanye West at all. I don't get. I mean, besides the fact that he is a giant douchebag, I get. I mean, all
He
of
really, really
all
is.
of the the. Well, honestly, listen, not for nothing. Kim Kardashian, I find to be unbelievably hot. Like I love her body, I love her
Eh?
giant ass, I love her boobs, I find her to be unbelievably hot.
Meh.
I find her also to be one of the most annoying fucking people in the world, just because I think that she's a.
I am so happy
And
to
I'm not
report that I don't know what her voice sounds like because I've never seen her speak. I've never seen any of her
I
shows.
flip-
I've just seen a few pictures of her by mistake, and I
Well,
don't
it's
like
because
it.
you don't. It's because you don't ever get high. Sometimes when you're high, you flip through channels and you get stuck somewhere. You get in like a vortex. Yeah, and I mean she's. Yeah, I can't. But I just like I don't get Kanye West. That's not to say I don't like new music. I do like. Listen, not for nothing. I fucking adore some of the music that Mason listens to.
Yeah,
Like
that's some
of
good
the,
stuff. Yeah.
Like they just went to they all went to the Selena Gomez concert. I got to tell you something. I like some of her fucking music. I'm not gonna lie.
You wish you went to? You could have been on that text message.
She is. I said to Deb that night because they didn't go on. She didn't go on till like
It was pretty late. Yeah.
9 o'clock.
Yeah.
The show started at 7.
Right. Was the opening act and all that? Yeah.
But I sat there. I'm like, because I know she's tired. It was a long week. Any Saturday night event.
Oh,
because
sure.
She
She worked
works-
all day. Yeah.
And so I texted her at one point. I'm like, she's like, she still hasn't gone on. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I should have gone for you. Like, well, listen, we didn't need to spend. Those tickets were not inexpensive.
No.
For that
no,
concert.
Yeah.
So we figured, like you did as well, one kid ticket, one adult ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, that wasn't the price. It was I had no interest whatsoever.
no. Yeah,
But-
I would have gone with Mason to see, to see him at the concert. But like, listen, I don't want to spend that fucking money
no.
to go see Bon Jovi, who I actually really like, or
Mhm,
Billy.
Yeah.
I don't know. The problem with I love concerts. I love live music, but it's so fucking expensive.
It is.
Those tickets were $150 a piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
For
They were
Selena Gomez.
really great seats
No,
for the
they
kids.
were,
They were perfect.
great
But
seats for them.
that's what it is now.
But I mean, that's what concert tickets are.
Yeah.
And to me, concert tickets were free in the 90s. And before that, I remember $35, $40 was a
oh
expensive
shit! You
concert
didn't go
ticket.
to enough. Yeah, that was expensive, man.
Yeah.
There were $12 concert
No,
tickets. I
used
went to
go-
plenty
War
for
Memorial
12 or
Auditorium in Fort
18.
Lauderdale. I saw some great rock. I
The
can't say
Sportatorium.
That's Sportatorium. That's what I mean. That
Yeah,
War
yeah.
Memorial. Sportatorium in Fort Lauderdale. I saw some amazing concerts.
A ton out there.
Oh man.
I used to run the Ticketmaster machine at Q Records over on Glades Road. So people would wait out, and I'd be like, "Fuck you! I'm pulling my tickets
Right,
first, and then you get yours."
Well, I used to know someone who worked at I assume there's still a Ticketmaster at FAU. Ticketmaster
I
box
imagine,
office,
yeah.
but there was for years, and so whenever we would always go sleep out, but I was always assured of a good ticket because
Mhm.
she's like, just whatever ticket you get, just get your number, get a ticket. She would always buy the ticket and then exchange it for whatever ticket she pulled for us.
Right, perfect.
Oh, that was the day.
It was a day. So you had a conversation with your tech today.
Oh, I don't even know. We're talking about, we see some very interesting outfits. We work in a retail
Right.
area, so you see people walking by. We're right next to a Flanagan, so you see some strange outfits. We saw this girl in like almost like a full on. Those suits that they sell them in like Party City and those party stores that they cover you head to toe, even your face.
Oh,
they're
yes,
like a
yes,
solid
yes.
color, like they'll
Right.
be blue. Or
Yes.
you see a lot of kids that first off, Halloween, a lot of people will do it, but kids at like football games, like in college football, they
Right.
wear like a whole blue bodysuit. It covers you literally head to toe.
Yes.
And I was joking with her about how that looks like one of those, except it looks like she just cut the neck off so that it wasn't covering her head.
You're terrible.
And the girl didn't look like she didn't look like horrible wearing it. And I jokingly said to my tech, I said, I'm gonna come in wearing one of those one day, full bodysuit, head to toe. And she starts laughing. I go, why are you laughing? I go, are you laughing because you're picturing an anaconda that just swallowed a deer? Wait, is that not great? I instantly wrote it down. I go, oh my God, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go, I just, for shits and giggles, picture me in one of those full body suits.
You need to do that and then take your shirt off and have one on
Oh my god. Yeah, but no. The thing is, it's got to cover your head
and then
to toe.
pull it up over your head.
Right, it's got to
and
cover your
then
head to toe.
boom. That's
Because-
drop the mic and walk away.
Currently, I think you just called me fat.
Yeah.
No. Usually people go, no. Apparently we're close enough that you can just do that.
You've called me fat before, though.
Have I?
Yeah.
You're not. Are you fat?
Not anymore.
You're not
Boom.
fat.
Down 15 pounds past 3 months.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, fuck you. You're right. You're down 15 pounds. You don't even notice because you're skinny to begin with, and you're a little more skinny. Fuck you.
No, I ain't skinny.
All right. Next week, you're out, right? All fat show next week. Bringing in John next week.
I don't know. Sammy's looking svelte these days.
Mind you, by the way, I'm probably in the worst shape of anybody that comes in the studio. Yet I'm the only one who hasn't been in the hospital with a heart attack.
Not true.
Actually, you haven't either.
Knocking on wood. It's not wood, is
Listen,
it? Damn it.
Yeah. That's for the price I paid for that. You don't get real wood. That's what she said.
Boom. Now that one makes sense.
So, by the way, look, you posted an article and it came up this way without that picture.
Yeah, it's a Twitter fuck up. It was at real Donald Trump from Hillary Clinton.
Oh, that was the
Donald Trump's written a lot of books about business, but they all seem to end at chapter 11.
Oh,
Boom, burn. I wish Nick were here for that.
Boy, he gets so like I don't know. I guess being completely apolitical and hating and literally hating them all allows you to not to really like not get offended by either side of the jokes.
I enjoy both of them. Yeah, pick on both.
The second week I did stand up, not that bring
The
it
one
up,
I missed,
back
yeah.
to me. I can't even say that with a straight face.
Say it.
Somebody asked me today who I was telling about the show and the stand up and everything. Like, what are you talking about the show? I go, kind of me. He's like, so it's just you and CD? I'm like, no. 3 other fucking idiots come sit with me every week and listen to me talk about me for an hour.
And make fun of you for it, but
Right,
you don't even pay attention to those
thankfully-
details.
I said, thankfully, I'm very into them making fun of me. I posted this article. This was actually one I got from Sammy on his Facebook page. Women advertising sofa for sale accidentally post nude pictures.
Accidentally.
So here's what I'm saying. It's a nice sofa, white sofa, green cushions. Looks like it could have been modern, but it also could be your grandmother's sofa from way back in like the 70s.
Huh.
But I gotta tell you, those are some big fucking cans.
Yes, they are. And at first I'm thinking, wow, what a brilliant idea to sell a sofa. Then I'm thinking, no, that sofa's been used.
Right. So this woman, she's a pretty attractive woman.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post this up on this on the Facebook page. So this woman apparently had a bunch. Listen, I gotta tell you something. Not so far fetched as you get.
No.
It doesn't look like they were. Well, I guess they were nudes because they're blacked out over the nips. This girl's got big giant cans, and she's 25-year-old.
Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica.
And she was really embarrassed.
Jessica O'Brien. She wearing too much makeup for a 25-year-old. I gotta say that. I would have pictured her a little. I was gonna say a little bit older, but still looking good. Oh, listen, no one's. I'm gonna post this picture. No one's saying no to this girl, but.
That's fucking
that's
hilarious.
Yeah, so apparently someone was looking at one guy who was looking at the ad wrote, he said, I thought I had too many drinks at first glance, but nope. They were definitely there. Somebody obviously looking at the ad, but can you imagine if you think about it? Not that I have no like this actually happens. Like people act. I mean. So she probably took a picture of those giant, beautiful melons and sent them to her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And the picture's on her phone.
Oops.
And when you go, you're like, she probably went on there and she's selecting pictures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures of her couch.
Yeah.
Clicked on the wrong one. But this could never happen to me.
You don't send pictures of your big, beautiful melons?
Well, definitely not. But... not that I'm in any kind of shape that anybody's looking for a nude selfie of me now, but at times in my life and in the future, I plan to be in good shape. But never, ever I don't see any purpose in a guy taking a naked. If your girlfriend, let me give advice to all the 27s out there.
Mhm.
If your girlfriend says to you, "Oh, send me a dick pic," or don't do it.
No, never. Never.
First off, she doesn't want to see it as much as she wants you to be turned on at the fact that she wants to see it. She may not know that. She may be 22 and super hot and super sexed up and be like sending you nude pictures of herself and be like, send me one back. And she might think that she wants to see it. She doesn't.
Nobody wants to see that.
Because she's never going to unsee it. And
all of her friends are going to see it, though.
And then, exactly.
When she's selling her sofa on Craigslist a couple years down the road, and that might be there, too.
Your schlong is on there. Ooh, yes. Folks, we interrupt this broadcast to answer Dr. Jew on the fact that, yes, I would like you to... Excuse me, folks, I'm typing.
She going to send us a titty pic?
Bring me...
Oh, I thought it was apropos to our conversation.
It is. I'm fucking hungry.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I was hoping Sammy would be here for this because I was so proud of him for posting that. I instantly on his post on Facebook wrote, "Well, this one's good for the show."
We have a winner.
But I mean, seriously, like this can actually happen. You know?
Yes. And I am so glad we didn't grow up in this.
Oh, listen, there's almost no shot that had this shit been around that I would have ended up.
Well, think about the bullshit, like, when Bill Clinton was running, it came out that he had smoked pot. And now it's no big deal, right?
You can say the word, Harry. Nobody gives
well,
a
no,
fuck.
But
right, not a big deal at all. Now.
There is going to be a United States president from this generation at some point, 30 years from now. There is no way that there won't be a ton of shit about anybody that goes into politics.
Super great point. Like if you think about, it doesn't matter if you were raised, if you're in that, like there's still,
unless you're Amish.
Yeah,
and even then, you're going to be on a TV show when you do your Rumspringer.
Yeah, well, that's a huge point. Not the Amish Rumspringer.
Vote Amish, it's safe.
Right? Yeah, vote Amish. They'll never be caught in a sex scandal. But you're right. Like, so like the people that are the young people that have political ambition now are going to have things, but are we going to get to a point where, like, I don't think anybody gives a shit if they find out. Now, see, the politicians we have running now are still old politicians.
Yeah, man, at some point, all this shit is going to be normal.
Right. Like, nobody, I guarantee,
but
nobody gives a fuck if you smoke pot.
Well, now it's legal and fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we're at the point now where in 10 years, no one's going to, and I think legitimately in 10 years, no one's going to ask a running politician if they smoked pot.
No one's going to care that they smoked pot or got drunk in college, but we're going to see pictures of them puking in college.
But like that football player who lost all those spots in the draft because they got that picture of him smoking out of a gas mask, which, by the way, fucking absolutely want to try. But like those, like that's a football player, but in 10, 15, 20 years, that's going to be the guy running for Senate.
Yeah.
That's going to be the kid that, but is this so common now and so easy now access and the fact that it's just shit's in the news cycle, in the gossip cycle and out, sometimes in the same day. If something happens and then something else happens bigger, it's gone. Look at
true, but a PAC is going to be running a negative ad against me with all those pictures.
But are they? Are we in 20 years?
Maybe in 20 years it's fine, but in 10 years,
nobody's going to give a fuck about the fact that you got drunk at a. I mean,
It may be one election
We know-
cycle.
look,
It
George
may be
Bu-
two, but
Right.
there's going to be a painful transition for somebody.
Right. Right. I think the next injection of young politicians are going to be in that uncomfortable. The ones that aren't in it yet. They're not in
Right,
politics yet.
No.
They're going to be, and that's what is that? College age kids? Early 20s.
YouTube
So
is
they're-
10 years old. Facebook is almost
YouTube's
10.
only 10 years old.
Yeah.
So weird. It feels like it's much older than
It
that.
does.
It feels like it's been around forever.
But Facebook is what? Almost 10?
Yeah,
a little more than
yep,
10,
I think
maybe?
Twitter just turned 10 or
So-
8, maybe. No, you're right. Like it's coming. So you're right. There's going to be one or two, election cycles. I mean, there's always elections, but talking more presidential election cycles.
Right. It's a 4-year span, yeah.
Like the Olympics, 4 years.
Right.
Every 4 years, when people give a shit about politics.
Exactly. Pay attention. Yes.
Same fucking asshole who gives a shit about the biathlon. This is
That's awesome. It's very
Right.
important.
right. This is
Shooting
the
and
this
skiing,
is the
baby.
my brother type of people who there's an election going on, so they're gonna bitch and complain about it. But you're right. We're gonna get to after that uncomfortable election cycle or two.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like because look, George Bush, the second one.
Mm-hmm.
He did get drunk and throw up in college. He did snort coke off of a hook.
Yeah.
I don't I don't know any of this to be fact, but I